What up, y'all? It's Hazy, back with another video. I did this the last time this happened to me. I made a video about it. I figured I'd go a little bit more in depth this time and just kind of help you understand why expensive rods are expensive at times and how to get the most out of those rods no matter what.
There's a fish. Nice. Better get my camera all wet, bud.
So this is a G-Loomis GLX. It's a 7-foot medium heavy, and this is out of their mag bass collection. As you might have noticed, I'm holding the tip of it because I had it in the kayak behind me, and swung a cast with my other rod, and I caught it and broke it. And this rod is really nice. It was probably, I don't know, it's 15 years old, probably at least, maybe closer to 20, and it's still just a beautiful rod. It looks great. It has the guides that have mounts on both sides. A lot of rods don't have that. It keeps them in place better. They don't bend as much as you might experience with other rods. They were very light when they came out compared to other rods. The reel seat's pretty nice, decent cork handle, and overall amazing sensitivity. Always had amazing sensitivity with G-Loomis, but I broke it, and I was kind of mad. But I'd done this once before. I broke my little 6-foot G-Loomis medium action spinning rod, and I got a brand new one. I don't understand it, but I kind of understand it, but G-Loomis has something called the expediter program, which is basically a no questions asked warranty fulfillment deal, but you just pay a base fee and you get a new rod. For me to have gotten a free rod after breaking one, it would have had to have been a factory defect or something that they did wrong. But in both cases, they were definitely my fault that I broke the rod. And so you tell them, hey, I've got this exact rod, and I broke it, and I'd like to get a new one. And based on the model of your rod, it'll be a base fee. I think it's between $75 and $150. Both of the rods that I broke were $100 rods, but this one, shoot, this is my new one. Okay, this is, I believe the actual models came out in 2016, but this is brand new, so it's their 2018 production of them. This is the brand new GLX, and again, it's a 7-foot medium heavy, but I basically got a 20-year newer rod for $100, and the retail on this is $445. And so I'm sure a lot of y'all don't have just random G-Loomises laying around, but if you do, and they're old, and you want a new rod, it might be nice to just go ahead and snap that puppy and go ahead and get yourself an upgrade. That's not what I did. Mine was a complete accident. I would have kept fishing with it, but that's what happened, and I got this wonderful rod right here, and I love it. I really like this rod. It's got a nice long handle. I do like split grips, and I do like EVA foam, which can be seen on this Duckett Ghost series casting rod. So you got the EVA foam, split grip. I love that. It's nice. I wonder what the length is. Duckett has a little bit longer of a handle but that is also a 7'3"? Yeah, 7'3" rod. This is a 7-footer, so it kind of makes sense to have about an inch less of handle. But from what they claim, this model GLX is 20% lighter than the last model and 25% more balanced, which means it's less like handle heavy, you know, and makes for a better cast. I took this out 2 nights ago, and I haven't been catching many big fish this summer. They kind of shut down. They're less aggressive during the summer, and I went out and caught about a 5-pounder. I didn't have my scale on me, but pretty awesome, and caught about 5 other fish with this rod the first time taking it out, throwing a very small swim bait. This is a Gambler Little Easy swim bait with a pegged 1/4 ounce tungsten and a 3/0 worm hook. I probably should have been using like a 2/0 wide gap, but I didn't have one, so this is just what I rigged up. And so the hook's a little big for the swim bait. I've also tore the head off of this just maybe a 1/4 inch, so that makes it look weird as well. But that's what I was catching them on the other night. The 1/4 ounce definitely gets it down a couple feet, even if you're reeling it pretty quick, which is nice. So good little presentation. They're obviously aggressive. A lot of times in the summer I can only get them to bite like a weightless soft plastic, and the other night they were biting this moving bait, which was really nice. And a lot of my bites were when I was cooking it. I'd toss it out towards some grass and then immediately like really reel it pretty fast, kind of make it look like it was kind of hopping through the grass, like a scared bait fish or something, and they would smoke it. That big fish, which I'll put a picture right here, super dope to catch him. Kind of a hectic deal. He got a little wrapped up on a log next to the bank, and I had to kind of step in the water to get him and everything, but got him out, and that was really cool. Really enjoyed that. But anyhow, about the rod, I love it. It has the double mounted guides. I think they're called Fuji K guides. Just really nice. Like, they're super sturdy. Something cool about this rod is that the cork is actually like the screw for the reel seat. So you can see that a lot of times there's like just a plastic piece right here in the middle of the top of the reel seat and the cork that you screw down, but the cork is actually the top of the reel seat. So that's pretty cool. Also, this is like a custom G-Loomis reel seat. It's kind of like a soft feeling hard plastic. I don't know how to describe it much better than that, but it doesn't feel like really hard plastic. It feels like it's got a little bit of a soft texture to it. The cork is I guess what they call premium cork, ultra premium cork or something like that, and got a nice little accent on the back of the rod. I think that's just kind of for show, but a little carbon fiber looking deal with some blue lining, and got some blue in the rod as well. Just a very all-around amazing rod. This rod for me will be used for moving baits, heavier moving baits like I don't know, 1/2 ounce spinner baits, 1/4 to 1/2 ounce swim baits, stuff like that. Stuff that I can have a little play in the tip of the rod for, but I need some backbone to throw those baits out there and not feel like I don't know, dying trying to reel something in. It's like if you were to throw this bait on that medium action G-Loomis that I got, the rod would be a quarter way bent just reeling it in because it's so light. But that rod is also great for other applications. So anyhow, I love this rod already. I've only fished with it one time. It's got a hook keeper, which my very old G-Loomis did not have. And sometimes you just end up sticking the hook in the cork if you don't want to scratch up your reel or something, which probably isn't best, but don't have to do that with this. I got it paired up with my Sitica. This is probably a pretty old Sitica. I bought it used, but it's functioning great. It's great for powerful cranking of baits. It's a 6.4, 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, so it's about the slowest gear ratio I have, which makes it good for cranking things. Moving baits that you need to be able to go slow or a little bit faster with. You don't necessarily have to catch up with a fish when you're using a moving bait. Usually they're just going to hit it and you just set the hook immediately, you're good. So it's a good setup. I like it a lot, and I just wanted to tell you all about that expediter stuff. Somebody with a G-Loomis, old G-Loomis, you want a new one, you can't beat it, $100 for this $450 rod, and now this is definitely the nicest rod that I own, as far as price tag, and we'll see how it holds up, but it's G-Loomis and it's a GLX, so it's going to hold up just fine unless I break it again. And in that case, I'll spend another $100 and get another one. But anyways, y'all, I have to go send back this broken rod. They send you the new rod in a rod tube, of course, and you just have to send them the broken one back, and it's as simple as that. So I already paid the $100, got a new rod, and I'm just gonna stuff this guy in a rod tube, take her to FedEx, and be done with it. So it's pretty cool. This is a great rod, and it's unfortunate that I broke it, but we got an upgrade. So if y'all like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Turn notifications on if you want to see more of my videos, and comment something that you want to see me do. If there's any reels that you want me to check out, let me know. I think everybody's going to be doing the Corrado DC videos, which I definitely want one, but I don't know. I might buy another popular iCast reel and do a review. So let me know if any of y'all have something y'all want to see, and I might be able to get it done. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Hazy out.